So I just got off the phone with Magnetospeed. It seems I was not right in some of my information, a little confused. Uh, so it seems um, the sensitivity doesn't affect the speed readings, but there are a bunch of factors involved. Um, One, the metallurgy of your bullets. So they're looking for, factory loads, jacketed bullets, cast bullets. The alloys will change the readings. Coatings will change the readings. Um, Now, I did some 300 blackout subsonics, usually for my cast. Now, bear in mind, all the bullets I've shot so far, even though they're slightly different alloys, they have been the same batches. They may have been recast, but the same alloys for each all along. So that hasn't changed. The rifles, the mounting, all that has been consistent. Now, these subs, I had to bump sensitivity up to 7 this weekend for my subsonics at 225s. Normally they read at 4. They would not this weekend. The guy said that speed, that can affect the sensitivity. The 145s, they read at 4. The first ones I set off, though, I forgot to bump, I didn't bump the sensitivity back down. They read faster than the rest. So, I don't get it. That to me just doesn't make sense. So, in trying to simplify my life, it seems I kind of complicated it. Yeah, Murphy's Law, Murphy and me are like this, it seems. Maybe the Magnetospeed isn't the best choice for casters because, like I said, it works on magnetism. The sensitivity bumps up the power going through it. How much electricity is going through it to make those sensors more sensitive magnetically, instead of like most chronographs work on a shadow, except the doppler, like the lab radar and a few others, and everything can change the readings on this. When I was looking for a chronograph, I was between this and I was looking at the lab radar, which is a bit more. But people were complaining about it, whether it was the unit needing an upgrade, firmware, software, or if it was just user error. I don't know. But I ended up going with the Magnetospeed. Now I'm thinking maybe I need to save my pennies for a lab radar. Because not having to go out past the firing line, which there's usually not many people, if anybody, at my range, but still getting set up. Depending where I'm shooting, I'm going to change positions, at the bench, going and moving everything. Chance of shooting it, well, the lab radar would, like this, minimize that. And to set that up, it wouldn't, have to go out beyond. That may be an option. I may have to save up pennies. Those things are like, I don't know, $400 or $500. This was, I got it for $340. That was the best deal I could find. Then, well, I bought the XFR. Don't bother. It's like $25 for that. And on your smartphone, you can edit in some, some things, some fields, but you open up the log file in the spreadsheet, you can add whatever you want. Correct mistakes even, like I have often done. I forget to save a string, archive them, and I get, instead of 5, 5, 10, go back, do the math, split them up, so it's all, looks normal, and everything is all correct. But, yeah, I don't know. Might have to, put this up for sale. Got the XFR, got the PIC adapter, all the parts. I just put them in here because it's easier. I mean, they've all got their little spots, but it's easy to, you open it upside down, they fall out. So, I don't know. Have to do a little more research on the lab radar. I know Johnny's got one, seems to like it. He was using one of these, but he's not doing a lot of cast bullets, so because he does some, but I don't know if he's still really messing with that. I mean, it works fine for assuaged. Now are these off because it's not copper, but it's not quite the same metallurgy. Oh, yeah. Thought this was gonna simplify things, and just raises more questions now. But yeah, I wanted to put that out there, that I was a little confused about the sensitivity, and that shouldn't affect the speeds, though. Like I said, my first group of supersonics I did was on sensitivity of 7. Same everything the same as the next groups, but that had a higher speed than a half grain higher at level 4. So the guy can explain that. The distance from the distance of the sensor from the bore, which is what this is. This is the alignment to make sure you're not gonna, it's not angled up, and kind of a distance from your bore. It's supposed to try to be there, and I pretty much am. So it's not like everything's way out of spec. And like I said, the alloys for each kind of bullet haven't changed. The only thing that's changed is the sensitivity setting. So I'm at a loss, and I'm going to have to look into a different chronograph. It seems the traditional one or the Doppler type are the way to go for casters, and not so much the Magnetospeed. Standard mass-produced jacketed bullets are what this seems to really be tailored for. So, yeah, kind of sucks, but yeah, coatings, all that, just everything's a variable. Bah. Oh well. Okay, well, hopefully that will clear some things up and muddy other things, kind of. So yeah. All right, well, I'll leave you with that. God bless. See ya.